Man, today's gonna be crazy. I don't honestly know how I'm gonna get as much done as I need to. I have to. Well, first of all, I've got my Team Amel Fuck Cancer hoodie, which is the main lead actor of Arrow, the TV show. He does a cancer charity organization and did some represent hoodies, so I picked them up. I've got my new lights that should have been in another video, I think, set up. I do like them a lot more now that I've got the 4-way splitter in and my brighter bulbs, which means I'll just have to buy more of these for my box lights because they're not super bright with the tiny bulbs, like that one. You probably can't even tell the difference, but in terms of brightness, these are a lot brighter, and they're a different color temperature, so that's kind of a problem to work with. And then, in case you haven't seen this, I will be doing a full apartment tour and setup tour on both the vlog channel and main channel soon. But I have a sound foam wall behind my camera to help mitigate some of the echo, and then soon I'm going to buy some just mattress liner eggshell-y stuff to hang all over it so it adds more foam instead of buying the expensive sound foam, because it'll do pretty much the same thing. And then I've decided to use this top row for now as my line of gaming headsets for review. So that one's got a review coming soon. That one will be up by the time you watch this. That's an old one. My first gaming headset, one I use pretty regularly. I've got just some clamps holding it to a stand here. Pretty sweet. Still don't have a teleprompter. I don't know how much I vlogged this. I wanted to vlog the whole process, but I wanted to make my own teleprompter because for my Freedom project, I'm going to be reading lots of scripts. And so I essentially built it. I've got front of a picture frame here. I put my tablet here, reflect it back up. It works great if my lights are off. But with my lights on, I can't actually see the text. And I don't really have a way to mitigate that. And so that plan is kind of scrapped. I did come up with another plan, or I am using an alternative thing where I just stack up a bunch of boxes here and use my Microsoft Surface tablet running PowerPoint with a black and white slide with the scripts and then a keyboard on the floor that I just hit the spacebar to move the slides along. However, that looks really obvious because I'm looking over here off frame the whole time and reading, and it just looks really bad because it's not a proper teleprompter. So I'm hoping I can maybe convince them to give me one if they deem that, the videos are going to look bad enough, because that's going to be kind of a problem. And speaking of which, I have a meeting with them at 9 p.m. tonight. I have like a 1 to 2 hour meeting with one of the Freedom guys about the project. Shouldn't be a bad thing, as he already has lined up stuff that I need to do after the meeting, so shouldn't be a bad thing. But still kind of nerve-wracking. I've been super busy I was super busy in like August and September, and so I'm a little behind the project to where I should be, on top of the fact that it's November, which is the biggest month ever for my main channel. So I definitely want to step up my game with this once November's over. But things are going pretty good, other than sleep. I have not slept pretty much at all for the past few nights, and so I have quite the amount of baggage under my eyes I can hopefully get rid of this weekend or something. I just haven't been able to sleep, and even last night, I was up till 7 a.m. We went to bed around 3 something, 2 fell right to sleep. I just laid there for like 2 hours. I even spent half an hour in the bathroom just on my phone playing a game so I didn't wake Chew up. Still couldn't go to sleep. I don't know. And then I kept waking up all night, so I got about 4 hours of sleep, and only got about 4 hours of sleep the night before, and only about 4 hours the night before, so not going well in that department. I finally broke myself of my sleeping issues, and I'm having them again, so that's not good. But I also have to call. I made a rant about the health insurance stuff. Well, they sent me another late invoice, and when I try to log in to pay it online, it says I don't exist. So I get to go yell at them some more, and then I need to call my car insurance company at some point because I got a new, state license, and it doesn't have an option on the website for me to edit my license. So it still has my old license number in there, so that could be a problem if I ever actually need to use my insurance with my new license. Not going to be a fun day. Not going to be a fun day. But what will be fun at some point is that big old box right there. I got myself 2 tripods, that should be both, for my slider. Because this setup isn't working anymore. I've got 2 super cheap, thrown together tripods that are totally different to hold up my slider. They're never at the right size, they're always super wobbly. So I got what should be 2 pretty sturdy tripods, and they're the exact same, so I can always keep them at the exact same height and not have issues with that. So that will make my life so freaking much easier. Alright, so I just got done reading through Chew's big honors paper, And I have a few minutes, approximately about 45 to 50 minutes. Why am I so dark? Before I need to go pick her up from school. I showed you all a little clip. I threw up the hopefully threw up the pictures too. Of the sky was quite pink today or tonight, right before it started raining. We had a wind advisory for last night and today, and the wind's been kicking, and the storm has been really weird. It's been like a storm, but a very light storm. But I don't know. It's super windy and super crazy, but not a whole lot of rain. But the sky was pink, so that was weird. But I've got a few minutes, and I'm honestly not going to get much work done. I'm in a weird state. But I got done with her paper, so what I'm going to do is open up and set up my tripods, my new tripods with my slider. So I'm going to do that and give another little time lapse here. In case you haven't noticed, I really like doing those. These are 60-inch aluminum tripods from Dalica, and they're supposed to be pretty hefty and like sturdy, which is what I'm looking for. So like I said, I did get 2 of them for my slider. We're going to set them up and see what they look like.
The sky is pink and it is pouring. Yeah.
Wow, I am quite impressed. I didn't expect to be, but these tripods are super sturdy, and they're officially the heaviest tripods that I own, which isn't saying much. I usually only get super cheap tripods, which is why I'm suffering up until this point. But other than the weird quick release plate situation, which would make it weird for a camera, but for this actually works out perfectly as it fits perfectly under the stand here. These are some amazing tripods, and it makes a world of difference for the sturdiness of my slider. Like, there's no wobble or shake or anything if I just gently, do that. Now, there's a little bit of unevenness with it being on there, and I'll have to fine-tune the positioning a little bit, but this is now one sturdy freaking slide. It makes so much freaking difference. I am ridiculously impressed, as I was unsure, because I spent $100. These tripods were $50 each, which again is more than I normally spend on this stuff. I had to buy a special tall tripod for filming myself, because none of my tripods would go tall enough, because I'm too tall for normal tripods. Even that one was only like 40 something by itself. So I dropped 100 bones on some tripods, and it's going to be well worth it. The slider shots here, I will just set this on top of here, which won't at all look like it's going to look, but set it on top of here. Other than the bounce when I'm handling the handle, which I'll have to get past, it is now super smooth. Look at that. Again, there's bounce because it's just sitting on top here. But that is the... Okay. That's what I get for dicking around. But yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. That is going to hopefully help out. It's not necessarily going to improve production quality directly, simply because I was already trying to compensate for the wobble and smooth it out myself and just cut out parts where it was wobbly, but it'll make my production time and my production experience much better, which will then let me experiment with the slider more and do a lot better with it. So I'm super stoked. That may be it from me. I did not get to call health insurance or car insurance yet. I may still do that. I believe they have like 24-hour call service stuff. But I do have my meeting tonight, so I need to go pick up Shu, figure out what we're doing for dinner, hopefully something easy. and then go on from there. So thanks for watching, guys. I am finally caught up on the vlogs, so the vlogs you're seeing are virtually real time now. Appreciate your all support on this channel. We're almost at 200 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. And I also posted 2 channel updates. One for the main channel and just kind of referencing all the channels, and then another for the gaming channel specifically. So I will post links to that in the description below if you somehow missed them. I also got in the mail today a package from a company called Raw Spice Bar, which is another monthly subscription crate which sends out spices and cooking stuff as a monthly subscription crate. And they just reached out to me, and I wasn't sure what they were referencing, because I was like, well, my channel doesn't really cover food stuff. It's a tech channel. I was like, I do have my vlog channel. That's what they wanted to send us for. So I'm super excited. It's our first little company sponsored-esque, like they're not paying us, but they're sending us stuff, deal for the vlog channel. And I've had a blast cooking ever since I moved. Like, I'm cooking like all the time now. Even if it's, you know, even if it's stuff I'm not making completely from scratch, I'm still having a good time, you know, spicing it up and experimenting. So I'm super stoked. So again, thanks for watching, guys. We may have something from Chew later, but I'll see you later. Oh, a couple days, if something gets here in time, a couple days after today, Chew has a conference where she's presenting her paper. It's up super at the top of Indiana, so 2-hour-ish drive. I ordered today, so today is Wednesday, the conference is on Friday. I ordered a dash cam. It said get it by Thursday if I pay $3.99 shipping, so I paid for the 1-day shipping. If I can get it here tomorrow, I'm going to try some sort of time-lapse footage of that road trip. So that ought to be pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to stop now. Actually, no, I'm not. I haven't been vlogging a whole lot as I've been behind on the vlogs. I wanted to catch up before I just, you know, have an infinite, like, 6-month delay on vlogs. But okay, so here's a glance at my current console setup. It's kind of a mess right now. I have the Wii U all the way over there. Again, setup video coming soon. PS3, PS2, Xbox One, and 64. Well, on Newegg, they had what they claimed to be the OG original fat PS2 or PS3 with the memory card slot and all that jazz refurbished for 99 bucks. And so I jumped on it. I was like, hell yeah, PlayStation 3. Well, I got it and hooked it up, and it's not the original. That flap does not open for the memory card slot, and it doesn't play PS2 games. And if you want an example of that, the flap is broken off here, but the flap on this one, which I'm hopefully going to try to reflow fix at the moment, has memory card slots down here. That's one I got from somebody I used to work with at Staples. He took it apart and wasn't able to fix it. It had the little burnout yellow light stuff. In theory, I can fix it. I just have to order more screws because he lost all the screws for it. So at some point I'm going to do that and see if I can jailbreak it. Well, that's what I wanted to do to this one. But it doesn't play PS2 games, and it doesn't have the memory card slot, and it's on a brand new firmware, so I can't jailbreak it. So instead, it's going to be the bedroom PlayStation, so I can play games in here, and it may serve as a streaming machine as well, because the desktop keeps crashing on us. So we shall see.